In the continuation of previous lecture, let's start again. Weeding and crop protection. The process by which we remove weeds is called weeding. It can be done manually either by hand or by spraying special chemicals called weedicides. Manual weeding is very time consuming and sometimes the main crop can also get removed along with these weeds. The tools used for weeding are usually made of iron and need to be prevented from rusting. Manual weeding is done by spraying special chemicals called weedicides. These chemicals destroy the weeds. Squirrels, birds, rats, and some insects damage crops. Such animals that are harmful to crops are called pests. Farmers use a scarecrow to scare away birds and these small animals. Sometimes even chemicals are sprayed to protect crops from pests. These chemicals are known as pesticides. The next step is harvesting and threshing. The process of cutting and gathering of crops is called harvesting. Once the crop ripens, it needs to be gathered and stored. When we can harvest crops either manually with the help of tools like a sickle or with the help of a machine called a harvester. After they gathered, the grains have to be separated from the husk. Farmers do so by the process of threshing and then winnowing. Threshing is the process by which the grains are separated from their husks. This is done manually by beating the stakes of ripe grains on the surface in order to loosen the grains, or it can be done with the help of a machine called thresher. A combined harvester can be used for both harvesting and threshing. The next step is storage of harvested crops. After winnowing or after threshing, the grains get separated and need to be stored till they are sent to the mandis, that are big marketplaces. The grain should be stored in clean and dry places to avoid spoilage. The harvested grains are first dried in the sun and then weighed and stored in the bags. Storage of grains on a large scale is done in special areas called granaries or silos. Before they are transported to the market for the sale, it is very important to keep these places clean and free of moisture and pests. There are some practices for increasing the crop yield. The yield of crops can be increased if we carry out the agricultural process in a stepwise manner. There are techniques of mixed cultivation and crop rotation that help to increase the yield further. Mixed cultivation is the process in which two or more different types of crops are grown in a particular field at the same time. Sometimes the farmer chooses his crops in such a manner that the nutrient used up by one crop can be replaced by growing another crop. Next is crop rotation. Crop rotation is the practice of growing two or more dissimilar crops in the same field, one after the other. The last but not the least topic of this chapter is food from animals. Animals also give us many foods. We get milk, eggs, meat, honey, etc. from animals. We also rear animals on large scale for food. Rearing animals on a large scale for food or other needs is called animal husbandry. We get honey from bees. Rearing of bees on a large scale is done at a special place called as apiary. We get milk from animals such as cow, buffaloes and goats. Milk is used to prepare a variety of products such as butter, ghee, curd and cheese. People also eat various kinds of fish, shrimps, prawns, and lobsters. We eat eggs of birds such as hens, turkeys, and geese.